Most videos about self-improvement are misguided. The idea is always to improve, and keep accumulating improvements. But the reality is that before you build, you need to destroy. Without breaking old habits and parts of yourself that no longer serve you, you're condemned to carry a lot of dead weight. Those parts that no longer have a place in the person you want to be cling to you like an anchor and hold you back. If you really want to move forward, you first need to destroy what doesn't work. The process of self-destruction allows you to be more efficient and reach your goals faster. It's raw, but it's necessary. It's like tearing down an old, decrepit building before constructing a new, solid one. Without this step, you're trying to build on cracked foundations, and that inevitably leads to collapse. If you keep trying to build without destroying what's in your way, you're just laying bricks on sand. You'll get frustrated, lose your way, and eventually burn out. Exhaustion and frustration are inevitable when you don't first eliminate what's holding you back. Destruction is painful, but necessary to achieve true transformation. Point 1. Destroy bad habits. Today, we're going to talk about how bad habits keep us stuck and why eliminating them is essential. It's easy to think we just need to add good habits to our lives. But before that, we need to clean out the accumulated junk. This is important because bad habits limit your happiness and your ability to reach your goals. You can't expect good habits to thrive in an environment still contaminated by bad behaviors. The first thing you need to do is observe everything you do from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. Think about all those automatic actions that hold you back. A typical example is not getting up on time. Most of us want to make the most of the day, but we struggle. That's where self-destruction starts. List your bad habits and commit to eliminating them. This isn't easy. There will be resistance. Excuses like, "I need more rest," or "this isn't so bad," will come up. But if you allow those excuses, progress remains stagnant. To fight them, write everything down, the bad habit and the plan to replace it with a better one. Be specific, because the more detailed you are, the easier it will be to take action. You may need to spend several days on this task. It's not just about identifying the obvious habits, but also the smaller ones that seem harmless, but when added up, become massive obstacles. For instance, maybe you don't realize how many times you check your phone during the day and how that fragments your ability to concentrate. Everything counts, and the more aware you are, the faster you'll be able to tackle each weak point. The advice here is simple. Identify the habits that are holding you back and commit to eliminating them at the root. No excuses, no mercy. Get rid of each one and replace it with something that contributes to the person you want to become. It may be hard at first, but once you start seeing results, you'll know every effort was worth it. Point 2. Destroy toxic relationships. Another crucial aspect of self-destruction is evaluating the people around you. This can hurt, but brutal honesty is needed here. Some people in your life are negative forces, and if you don't identify them, they'll keep dragging you down without you even realizing it. It could be people who, at first glance, seem harmless or even important to you, but whose influence ultimately keeps you stagnant. Make a list of the people in your life, those you have frequent contact with. Then, assess whether they add to or subtract from your goals. For example, think about a friend you always end up drinking too much with on weekends. Maybe you really like this person, but that dynamic prevents you from advancing in your health goals. Or maybe there's someone who always discourages you whenever you share a new business idea. These are the types of relationships that, if not properly managed, will keep you stuck in a circle of mediocrity. Even if they are close people, it's important to recognize whether they are contributing to your growth or not. This isn't about abruptly cutting all those relationships, but understanding their impact on your life and making conscious decisions. If someone isn't helping you grow, limit contact or change the way you interact with that person. Do it coldly, because your growth depends on it. There are ways to reduce someone's influence without necessarily creating conflict. You can decide to limit the frequency of interactions, or change the conversation topics to more neutral areas that don't affect your goals. Sometimes, being cold and calculated is necessary to protect your energy and focus. Yes, it might hurt at first, because you're breaking with a comfortable part of yourself, but that comfort is also the reason for your stagnation. Your social circle has a huge impact on your life, and if you don't make adjustments, you could end up stuck in toxic dynamics that prevent your growth. By setting clear boundaries, you not only help yourself, but also send a message to others about what you are willing to tolerate and what you're not. Point 3, destroy bad financial habits. Money is a direct reflection of our lives. If your financial habits are disorganized, it's likely that other areas are too. If you struggle to make ends meet or always feel like you don't have enough, it's time to be brutally honest about your spending. Many times, we think that small daily expenses don't have much impact, but the reality is that those expenses slowly erode our chances of progress. Every dollar spent carelessly is a lost opportunity. Review your bank account, your credit cards, and make a list of everything you spend money on. $5 coffee every morning. Takeout because you're too lazy to cook. Uber for everything. That's where your money goes. Each of these expenses might seem small, but they add up quickly and take away your opportunity to invest in things that really matter for your future. Those $5 daily coffees add up to $150 a month that could be invested in something that truly brings you closer to your goals. It's a matter of perspective. Today's small pleasure could be sacrificing your future success. Eliminating these bad financial habits requires discipline. For example, if you're spending too much on coffee, buy a coffee maker and make it at home. Yes, it's an effort initially, but the difference in savings is huge. Moreover, when you start gaining control over your spending, you feel a personal power that reflects in other areas of your life. The same goes for transportation. Arrange to carpool with friends or use public transport. Everything adds up when you want to get your financial life in order. Replace those expenses with smarter alternatives that not only save money, but also add value to your life. It's not just about saving, but about redirecting that money to something that generates growth. You could allocate those savings to an emergency fund, a course that helps you improve your skills, or even a small business venture. When your money has a purpose, you have a purpose too, and that keeps you focused. So, review every dollar you spend. If it doesn't contribute to your vision, eliminate it. Every eliminated expense is one more step toward financial freedom and ultimately toward the life you want to build. The takeaway here is clear. Before improving, you first need to destroy what doesn't work. Destroy your bad habits. Destroy relationships that hold you back. And destroy your bad financial habits. Proper self-destruction creates space to build the best version of yourself. Every part of you that you eliminate opens up new space for growth. And by eliminating what doesn't work, you get closer to your maximum potential. If you like this straightforward approach and want more content that pushes you to be brutally honest with yourself, subscribe to the channel. Remember, change starts with one step, but that first step is to eliminate what doesn't work.
Let's grow together.